Imagine a planet so close to its star that its surface is a never-ending ocean of molten lava, constantly reshaped by volcanic eruptions. Now, what if I told you this planet is still growing, adding new layers of lava and rock every day? Crazy, right? Have you ever wondered what it would be like to stand on such a world where the ground beneath you is hotter than any volcano on Earth? What would it take for a planet like this to exist? Let's dive into the mysterious and fiery world of lava planets, planets that are constantly evolving under the most extreme conditions. Lava planets. Picture this, a world where the ground beneath your feet is a swirling, ever-moving sea of molten rock, where rivers of lava constantly erupt from the depths, and the air itself is thick with heat and toxic gases. Welcome to the realm of lava planets, a phenomenon that seems almost too extreme to imagine, but they're very real. These planets exist in the far reaches of space, orbiting stars so close that their surfaces have become scorched wastelands, boiling with molten rock. They are planets caught in an eternal dance with their suns, forever locked in a state of fiery chaos. A lava planet is not your typical Earth-like world. Instead of lush forests and oceans, these planets feature scorching temperatures that can melt metal, turning their surfaces into vast, hellish landscapes of lava oceans, jagged volcanic peaks, and endless ash storms. If Earth's surface were heated to temperatures beyond 1,000 degrees Celsius, the result would look eerily similar to a lava planet, and that's exactly what scientists are discovering. Planets that are constantly on fire, unable to cool down because they're simply too close to their stars. The true beauty of lava planets lies in how extreme they are, pushing the limits of what we thought was possible for a planet. This fiery and constantly evolving nature makes them one of the most fascinating kinds of worlds we've found beyond our solar system. So what makes them so special, and how do they keep growing despite being covered in molten rock? Let's dive into one of the most exciting discoveries in exoplanet research, the lava planet. The formation and growth of lava planets. Lava planets don't just happen by accident. They're formed under intense conditions, often because of a combination of stellar proximity and tidal forces. These planets typically form when rocky worlds are placed in orbit so close to their stars that they're constantly bombarded by radiation and heat. The result? Their surfaces can't cool down, they remain molten, covered in vast oceans of lava. The heat from the star keeps the planet's surface in a state of constant volcanic activity, adding new material to the surface and reshaping it in real time. Over millions or even billions of years, this process causes lava planets to grow and evolve. Volcanic eruptions constantly push new layers of rock and lava to the surface, gradually expanding the planet. This constant reshaping means that lava planets are some of the most dynamic worlds in existence, constantly in flux and never quite the same from one moment to the next. The formation of lava planets is a result of their intense gravitational interaction with their stars. As these planets orbit close to their suns, they experience tidal locking, where one side is always facing the star while the other side remains in darkness. The star-facing side becomes unbearably hot, with temperatures soaring to thousands of degrees, while the dark side remains cooler but still inhospitable. These extreme conditions cause the planet's interior to become extremely volatile, leading to continuous volcanic eruptions. The molten rock created during these eruptions adds material to the planet's surface, allowing it to grow over time. Lava planets challenge our understanding of what makes a planet habitable or stable. Their extreme nature forces scientists to rethink the possibilities of life in other parts of the universe. These planets are not just fiery hellscapes. They are dynamic, growing worlds, evolving in real time under the forces of nature. As we continue to discover more lava planets, we learn not only about their incredible growth, but also about the diverse conditions that can exist in the universe. Koro T7b. Meet Koro 7b, one of the most remarkable lava planets discovered to date. Imagine a planet where the temperature is so intense that rock itself is in liquid form, flowing across the surface like molten rivers. This is the reality of Koro 7b, a distant exoplanet located about 490 light-years away in the constellation Monoceros. Discovered in 2009, Koro 7b is a true anomaly in the universe. Orbiting its star in just 20 hours, this planet is incredibly close to its sun, and its surface is a constant inferno, exposed to temperatures reaching up to 2,000 degrees Celsius. That's hot enough to melt solid rock. and scientists believe that this planet is covered in oceans of lava, where volcanic eruptions happen continuously, creating a dynamic and ever-changing landscape. But here's the real kicker. Korat 7b is so close to its star that one side of the planet is always facing the sun, while the other side remains in perpetual darkness. This creates an extreme contrast between the two hemispheres. On the star-facing side, the heat is so intense that molten rock constantly churns on the surface, while the dark side remains cooler but still incredibly hot. The planet's extreme conditions make it a valuable subject for research into how planets form and how they interact with their stars. Korat 7b challenges our understanding of what a planet can be, giving us a glimpse into the more exotic worlds that exist out there in the universe. Its molten, constantly changing surface is a reminder that not all planets are as hospitable as Earth, and some worlds are truly wild. Kepler 10b. Now, let's talk about Kepler 10b, a rocky planet that's about 1.4 times the size of Earth. Imagine a world where you can't even step outside without being scorched by extreme heat. Located roughly 560 light-years away from Earth, Kepler 10b is one of the most intriguing exoplanets discovered by NASA's Kepler mission. This super-Earth orbits its star in just 0.84 days, which means a full year on Kepler 10b is less than a day on our planet. But here's the real mind-blowing part. Kepler 10b's proximity to its star means it's constantly bombarded by intense radiation, pushing its surface temperatures to a blistering 1,000 degrees Celsius to 1,500 degrees Celsius. That's more than enough to melt rock and keep the planet's surface covered in oceans of lava. You might be thinking, isn't this just a crazy, fiery ball of destruction? Well, yes, but that's exactly what makes it so fascinating to scientists. Kepler 10b's molten surface is believed to be the result of volcanic activity that keeps the lava constantly flowing, reshaping the planet in real time. In fact, it's likely that volcanic eruptions are happening continuously, adding new layers to the planet's surface and creating a volatile, dynamic environment. But it doesn't stop there. Researchers also believe that Kepler 10b could still be growing. As volcanic eruptions add new material to its surface, the planet may continue to expand, further increasing its size. Kepler 10b is a perfect example of a world that defies our traditional understanding of what makes a planet habitable or stable. It's a living, evolving mass of rock and molten lava, a true representation of the extreme environments that exist beyond our solar system. Could there be life on a planet like this? It's unlikely, but Kepler 10b serves as a powerful reminder of the endless possibilities that exist in the universe, even on planets that seem completely inhospitable. HD 63433d. Let's explore a fascinating planet known as HD 63433 days, discovered in early 2024. This exoplanet, which is roughly the size of Earth, orbits its star in a unique way. It's tidally locked. That means one side of the planet is always facing its sun, while the other side remains in eternal darkness. And guess what? The side facing the star? It's a blazing inferno, with surface temperatures soaring to a staggering 1,260 degrees Celsius. Scientists believe that the star-facing hemisphere of HD 63433 days is entirely covered in molten lava, creating a hellish landscape of fiery rivers and volcanic activity. But what makes HD 63433 days even more interesting is the contrast between the two sides of the planet. The dark side remains cooler, but it's still incredibly hot, with temperatures reaching around 300 degrees Celsius. The stark difference between the two hemispheres creates a dramatic visual, with one half of the planet looking like an eternal inferno, while the other half is more temperate, but still very much inhospitable. This kind of planet, known as a lava world, is part of a growing discovery of planets that exist in extreme conditions. The constant volcanic eruptions on the star-facing side of HD 63433 days add new layers of lava and rock, making it a constantly changing world. What makes this planet particularly intriguing is how it challenges our ideas of what a planet can be. HD 63433 days may never be able to support life as we know it, but it's a perfect example of how planets in extreme environments can still grow, evolve, and thrive in their own unique way. With its intense volcanic activity and dual temperature zones, HD 63433 days offers a rare glimpse into the chaotic worlds that exist beyond our solar system, worlds that are constantly being reshaped by the forces of nature. TOI 6713.01. Imagine a planet that's a bigger, more intense version of Jupiter's moon Io. This is TOI 6713.01. It's a super-Earth exoplanet about 30% larger than Earth, orbiting its star in just 2.2 days. What makes TOI 6713.01 so extraordinary is that its proximity to its star subjects it to extreme heat, causing the surface to be covered in molten lava. If you've heard of Io, you're familiar with the idea of a volcanic lava-covered world. But TOI 6713.01 takes it to a whole new level. Think about this. While Io has constant volcanic eruptions, TOI 6713.01 has a surface completely reshaped by the relentless flow of lava, creating a dynamic, ever-changing landscape. The planet's proximity to its star causes such intense gravitational forces that it creates powerful tidal effects. These tidal forces, combined with the heat from the star, make the planet's surface a constantly active volcano spewing molten rock and reshaping the landscape at a mind-boggling pace. If you could somehow land on this planet, which, let's be honest, would be impossible without being fried alive, you'd be standing on a constantly shifting terrain of rock, magma, and erupting lava flows. It's a harsh, unforgiving world, but it's also a fantastic example of how exoplanets can develop in radically different ways from Earth. With its intense volcanic activity, TOI 6713.01 is a reminder of the kind of extreme environments that are out there in the cosmos. Even if life as we know it couldn't exist here, the planet's ever-changing surface offers a stunning look into the chaos and beauty of an alien world. Thanks for joining us on this fiery journey through the world of lava planets. It's truly mind-blowing to think about the extreme conditions that exist out there in the universe. What do you think? Could life ever exist on one of these molten worlds? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to InnoVision Tech for more mind-expanding content on the mysteries of space and technology. See you in the next one.